This is my video tutorial showing how to sew a button. So what you'll need is a needle, you can see just a plain needle, the fabric you're sewing the button to, thread, a spool of thread, and the button. So first thing, you want to pull thread from your spool and cut it. You want it about twice the length of how much thread you want to work with. So first thing you want to do is take your needle and your thread, and you want to put the end of your thread on your mouth. Just get it a little bit wet and sort of spike it out a little. And take it and put the end of the thread through the needle like so. Pull it through. Alright. You put the two ends of the thread together and tie a knot. Alright. So there we go. That's my knot. And then pull them, so I got the needle on one end and the knot on the other, and you pull them apart so that now you've got one double strand of thread going from the needle to the knot. Alright? So then next thing you do is take the fabric that you'll be sewing the button onto. Buttons are great for if you want to add features to stuffed animals or embellishments on all different sort of things, or even for clothing. So the first thing you do is stick the needle through the back of the fabric, like so. And you want to pull it all the way through and take all the thread with it. Alright, so now you've got the thread coming out of your fabric. Next, take your button and put the needle through the back hole of one of the holes on the button. Put it down. You pull it all the way through. So now the button is on the fabric. It's not attached. It can still slide. Alright. Now what you do, holding the button in place, take your needle and you stick it back through the hole opposite. So it came through one hole and you're going to stick it through another. All the way through, and you're going to go to the back of your fabric and pull the needle through. All the way. Alright? Now, this is where it gets a little tricky. You take the needle again, you sort of look where it came through, and you poke it back through the fabric, and now you're going to hit the button. And you've sort of got to look and maneuver it around until you're coming back out a different hole on the button, because buttons have 4 holes. So once you get it through, like I've done, you take the needle and you pull it all the way through. Alright. Now you're going to take once more and you're going to go back through one of the hole that you haven't gone through yet. So you've gone through 3 of the holes now. So you pull it through and you put all the way to the back. Now you can finish right there, which I'm going to do, or you can go back through the holes and put a few more strands of thread through it to hold it on secure. Alright, so now you got to tie off the thread. And to do this, you go to the back of your fabric where your thread's sticking out, and you stick the needle into the fabric, and then you sort of give it a little pinch, and you stick it back through. So the needle is just sticking through like that. And you pull it through, but not all, pull the entire needle through, but not all the thread. So you're going to keep pulling your needle until you've got a loop. So you have a loop of thread on this end and the needle on the other. You're going to take the needle and put it back through the loop, and now pull the whole thing tight. And last step, you cut off the thread at the back. And that's how you sew on a button. It's on there pretty tight. Now, once you have your button, you can do fun things like this with all the buttons on the bottom. You gave them eyes and stuff.